name's Cree, and this piece here is called The Plight of St. George. Pay to watch girls go by, powered by bacon sandwiches, lubricated with tea, calibrated once in a while by a supervisor with a clipboard. Educated by the sun, cultured by the sun, under the sun we watch girls go by. The 12 o'clock catwalk was the firmest fixture on the building site. Lunchtime for the indigenous females of this particular coastal town. The town in which our contracts had paved the metaphorical path made of Queen's Heads, enabling this band of merry men to drift in on the sea breeze and claim the throne for their own. Bricklayers by trade, dogs' bodies by pessimism, skivers by truth. A young Chris and I, partners in crime, paid to watch girls go by. In between our strenuous studies of the female species, we'd occasionally take very small breaks to do work, transporting bricks here and there. The nature of the job afforded us generous amounts of time to talk sport, the teams we chose to support, who got nicked, who was in court, who got caught trying to nick, who got large and took a glass to the chin. If 66 England played 96 England, then who will win? Virginity's lost behind Biffa Bins, talk of that sort. Rarely deviating beyond shop of the above. Chris followed football. Chris stalked football. He swallowed statistics and regurgitated tactics, a library of information containing history, current affairs and speculation, all in relation to the worldwide game as well as the domestic. His obsession was accepted and respected amongst his contemporaries. A prophet for gamblers, the joker in the pack of the quiz team, 21 and slim, pasty white skin kissed by the sun, cropped brown hair, a sharp 0.5 round the back and the side's wiry frame. What astonished me most about Chris was his aptitude for research, his capacity to learn and his quick ability to think on his feet. An academic dream, as sharp as they come. Except where Chris came from, studies of a formal nature were disregarded as the guardian preserve of the middle classes. Compulsory education was compulsory. Science, English and sums were of no use, unless one was waging funds on the running of a horse, or the legs of a dog, or the afternoon scores. An inherited distrust of education, an inherited distrust of being told what to do by an imaginary man in a bowler hat carrying a briefcase, wearing shiny shoes and a pinstripe suit. One particular afternoon, perched 3 stories up on the temporary scaffolding of a new build apartment block unlikely ever to house Chris or I, we observed like eagles on the people below, the sea in the distance putting our small worlds into perspective, hard taps protecting our skulls, mugs of tea warm in the palms of our hands like hot water bottles. Chris had removed his t-shirt, his wiry torso only partially covered by his high visibility waistcoat, the sun's rays highlighting recent bruising to his face obtained during a football related exchange. I noticed he had a new tattoo on his right bicep. I knew it was new because it looked like I could peel it off like a transfer, along with the plum red skin surrounding it on the outside. Of course it was World Cup year, tournament time. The tabloids had whipped the country into a frenzy. And as usual, an electric storm was on the horizon as the hacks were waiting eagerly with the fire blanket, ready to point the blame and take the credit for putting out the flames they started. Any shop with a window, any car owner with a car manufactured in the country to cross England's path, police and politicians, and subscribers to BBC Points of View dreaded England's inevitable exit like the flash before the bang of a firework. Chris behaved like most lads of his age and background. Nice at heart, game for a laugh. Occasional bouts of antisocial misbehaviour, occasional bouts at social occasions brought on by too much strong lager. The type to help an old lady cross the road. The type to intervene in a fight on a bus where people who appear civilised will pretend not to know. The type to fight outside a nightclub in the small hours and be labelled an example of another shard in a glass of broken Britain. With our feet dangling over the edge of the wooden platform into a space where a wall would eventually be, I asked Chris why he had the tattoo. His face contorted and he frowned towards the sea, trying to crush the mug of tea with a firm squeeze. He said, "I'm English. I work and I get pissed. I'll meet a girl and we'll have kids and they'll grow up to do the same. I sat at the back of the class, disliked and feared, mocked and despised. Why? I'm supposed to have an England tattoo. It's not a way to display my pride, and it's not a badge of my identity because I don't have any of those. It's a mark of my rank. And when England play, it's my way of venting everything I hate about this country. Look at her, the one in the red. She's fit. That's it.
Cool.